late in New Zealand.
I'll just be back.
Yep.
Text me for the end.
No, it's 40. Can everyone hear us okay?
Yep, all good.
We'll take questions from the Zoom call first, team, and then we've got a journalist in the room, so away you go, team.
Ian, hey, Ollie here. G'day, Ian. Elliot here from News Talk. What's your read on that game tonight, mate?
Well, first of all, thanks for staying up late, the rest of yous. And look, we're obviously bitterly disappointed. To lose any game at the end when you've got control of it is frustrating. But massive arm wrestle, really. I mean, I thought the South Africans played superb. They came with a lot of attitude. They carried hard. They moved us around and really challenged us in many ways. And there was, particularly that third quarter, I thought they had a really strong third quarter and got us a bit flustered. But I just loved the way we hung in there, and again we found a way. We did some nice things. We took some great opportunities early in the game, some nice tries, and got ourselves back into a winning position, but then lacked a little bit of discipline in that last 2 minutes. But that's what big tests are about. So credit to them, and it just shows we've got a little bit of learning to do. But intensely proud of a campaign that I think we've taken one big step forward, but we've got a few more to take.
Those last couple of minutes, Ian, is that about game management and slowing the clock down so you can get to that 80-minute mark? Would you like to see that done a bit better?
Well, the obvious answer to that's yes, but we did the right things. We called the right stuff, and between it was just a ruck there, we weren't quite as accurate as we needed to be, and that's the margins at this particular. When you get a battle like that, you got to switch on for every little moment, and we got beaten that one moment, and then we got caught offside in front of the post, which was a little bit of a problem for us in the game, something that we've been working hard and got rid of, but it sort of came back and bit us a bit today.
Hey Ian, Ollie here. You talked before about how you've sort of taken a big step forward here, I suppose. How beneficial has, I suppose, the manner in which you guys have won the Rugby Championship, 5 weeks on the road, lockdown sort of here and there. How beneficial do you think that will be for your group going forward?
Oh, look, I've got no doubt that we've grown considerably. I'm very, very proud of the way the guys have handled the last 5 to 6 weeks. This man next to me, as I think, has led superbly along with our leaders, and we've got a really tight group that's really, really sort of excited about growing. And we approach these last 2 tests as a real chance to test ourselves against a foe that we know plays a style that can suffocate you. And we had, and I think we got some good lessons out of that, and we showed that we can deal with it. But we also showed that we need to deal with it for longer periods in the game. So overall, it's a good step for us. It's been a great championship, and now we're going to have a little bit of a break, unfortunately in Australia rather than New Zealand, and then get ready for the Northern Hemisphere side.
And Ardie, just one for you as well. How much do you think the team has grown over the last 5 weeks? I mean, time on the road is never easy, especially not being able to go back to New Zealand as you normally would. So how much do you think this group has grown and will benefit from this time together, and I suppose the challenges that you guys have faced?
Yeah, I think it's special and unique times for this group, and like Foz has mentioned, being together for the last 5-6 weeks, it's something that an All Black team hasn't done in a while. So it's pretty special, and I guess we're disappointed tonight, but there's a lot to learn and a lot of room to grow in. So I think we'll get over it, but we got 2 weeks together to decompress and just relax, and then head over to Washington.
Thank you.
G'day Ian, Ardie, Tom here. Ardie, were you guys caught a little bit unawares, I guess, with the amount of expansive play you saw from the box early on?
guess, you know, it's, you know, they showed different pictures and I thought they did that extremely well. Got us under a lot of pressure, so, you know, we kind of expected that will come along with their high ball game and their kicking game, so that's a credit to them and how they managed the game and put us under pressure in that third quarter of the game, so yeah, that's something for us to look at and grow in.
Awesome. And Ian, just for you, you mentioned the last three quarters probably didn't quite go the way you'd hoped. I mean, did you get the impact off your bench that you've been hoping for?
Yeah, I think we did. It was a different sort of impact, different situation they came in. You know, I thought that we finished the first half in quite a strong position, and you know, I think the problem solving on the park was really, really good. The third quarter we just muddled around a little bit. You know, they tried to really come at us through their set piece, and I thought we hung pretty tough in that space. But in that last quarter, we perhaps struggled to play with the ball in their half, and that was the year that I thought we got a little bit frustrated and didn't have quite the direction that we needed to. So we'll go and have a look at that. But mate, there's no blame at all on a bench. In fact, it was a tough old game, and the South Africans threw everything at us and probably played their best game in many ways, and turned it into one of those traditional games we've had over the last 3 or 4 years, but a lot of them seem to go down to the last few minutes.
Great, thank you guys. Tough luck.
Couple more questions.
Ardie, Jamie here. Yeah, hard luck. Just a word on the refereeing. It seemed like some of the decision making out there, especially around the tackler releasing the ball carrier, seemed to be a bit frustrating. What was your take on that?
Yeah, you know, mate, I have my own opinion, but I know that's the ref's call at the end of the day, and you know, that's what it is, mate. I wish, you know, you could go back and change the calls, but you know, the ref made the call, and you know, we just had to kind of adapt to it, and we were well aware of what, you know, around our breakdown, around staying on our feet, not sealing off, but you know, we didn't execute that skill set in those last couple of minutes, so that's just on us, and yeah, we got to take the referee out of the game, and but we didn't tonight, so you know, it is what it is, mate, and we just got to sort out our breakdown and be smart around that area.
Just one thing I will say there, Jamie, just to add to that, was a little bit different, but you know, it's actually a thank you to Luke Pearce and Matthew Carley for coming down. You know, like, I think it's having a couple of Northern Hemisphere referees down here has been important for the integrity of the tournament, and you know, they've I know it's their job, but they've still said yes to the option to come down here, and again, they've been living in isolation as well. So you know, I think they deserve a bit of a thanks, and I think it's good for us because we've had a year and a half not being ref by Northern Hemisphere referees, and so I think the experience will be good for us.
Thank you.
Couple more questions and then we'll throw to the journalist in the room here. Team, thank you.
Ian, Ardie Leeton from Cape Town here. Just on the back-to-back tests versus South Africa, how beneficial do you think they were for your team after just playing Australia, Argentina, and mostly running away with the games in 2020? And do you feel there's scope for more back-to-back tests versus teams like South Africa and then Australia as well?
Well, I don't want to talk too much about the future. I mean, the Rugby Championship, I think, schedule's pretty well set for the next few years, and I think they are going back to having 2 tests in a row against an opponent. So I think that's what it's going to be anyway, which is, I like it. I think it's a good spectacle for the public. You know, I think we said before the first test against South Africa, we just loved playing them, and we missed not playing them last year, and so you know, it was great having them here for this tournament, and you know, we sort of the last 2 weeks have shown the sort of games that we can have, particularly tonight. You know, and I think that's was a great spectacle. There was plenty of options, and another nail biter, unfortunately, for us coaches.
Last question takes on the court, or we'll wrap it up.
Yeah, I got just one here. Hey, Ardie, it's Mark Hinton here. Can you just talk about, I guess, your big takeaway from the last 7-8 days playing these 2 tests back to back against South Africa? What do you think you and the team have taken from, clearly being challenged so much by this very good?
Yeah, I guess the biggest kind of takeaway is that we're probably not where we want to be in terms of our game and in terms of our game and where we want to be and how we want to play the game. So Africa showed that and put us under pressure. So I guess the biggest learning is working on the areas that we need to grow in and to move forward.
Thanks, Mark. We'll wrap it up there for the Zoom. Just got a quick couple of questions.
Yeah, just in terms of the duration of this tour, it's been kind of like the same as a World Cup, matches week after week, tough, high caliber stuff. How do you think it sets up? I mean, are you looking forward to the next version in 2023? Does this set you up well for that? I know there's a lot in between, but it must be a good sort of benchmark.
Yeah, look, it is what it is. I think when you, have we learned anything that'll hold us instead for 2023? Yep, I think so. We've spent good time together. We've learned how to manage the ups and downs of different schedules, different travel routines that we normally have. So, we've become, we've had to adapt and adjust, and often you get that at World Cups. But the thing with us is that we've got an eye on that, but it's only one eye, and the thing I love about the international game is that you can't really look too far forward than what's happening next week. And we just love the moment. We're trying to take steps in growth of our game, and I think if you look at the last 4 to 5 months, we've made some good steps, and so now we're looking forward to going on the Northern Hemisphere tour. We're going to play some different teams again that we haven't played for a couple of years, their style, and so some great learning moments. But at the same time, with us, we want to go out there and win. And one way to get ready for a World Cup is to build confidence through building your game and winning big games. So that's where tonight will be gold for us.
Did clinching it last week take anything at all out of tonight's performance, do you think?
The what, sorry?
Did clinching the title last week take anything at all out of tonight?
Nah, look, no excuses whatsoever in that regard. I think we, I think was it this media conference last week, I sort of said how special it would be for this team to go and get 6 out of 6 and chase a grand slam, and we were excited by that, weren't we? And when I say excited, it was something that we really targeted. So, we really wanted that game tonight, and so did South Africa. And that's what I love about test matches. They're supposed to test you to the nth degree, and we did, and they came out on the right side. So good on them.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Fordy.
Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, New Zealand.
You.
Speak well. Cape Town.